Books presents Arabella and the Battle of Venus, The Adventures of Arabella Ashby, Book 2, by David D. Levine, narrated by Bianca Amato. This book is dedicated to Jana Silverstein, with love and gratitude. Part 1. Mars, 1815. 1. An unexpected letter. Arabella Ashby sat at the writing desk which had been her father's and was now her brother's, staring out across the endless ranks of khoresh trees which were her inheritance, her livelihood, and her legacy, and also, at the moment, her greatest vexation. The wood of the khoresh tree, known to the English as Mars wood, was at once the strongest and the lightest in weight of any in the solar system. It was this wood which composed the aerial ships of the Honourable Mars Company, of His Majesty's Royal Navy, and even of the defeated tyrant Napoleon's Marine Aérienne. Arabella's family had been tending and harvesting these trees for generations, nearly as long as the English presence on Mars itself, and from her earliest girlhood she had climbed them, sported among them, picnicked in their shade. Yet it was only in the past few months, ever since her tumultuous return to Mars from Earth, that she had learned just how tedious their upkeep could be. At the moment, it was Tokoleth grubs which required Arabella's attention. The grubs had infested the southern acreage, and on the desk before her lay 2 offers to eradicate them, one from a Martian firm whose tame predators were reliable but came at a grotesquely high price, the other from Englishmen, whose novel chemicals were cheaper but might damage the trees. But her thoughts would not remain focused upon them. Instead, her eye kept drifting to the Fort Augusta Courier nearby, which proclaimed in large type, "Astonishing Events. Bonaparte escapes Moon. Great Ogre flees to Venus." Though the news was months old and tens of thousands of miles distant, it occupied her mind exceedingly. She was still attempting to redirect her concentration to the Tokoleth grubs when Martha, her lady's maid, entered. "Letter for you, ma'am," she said. Arabella took the letter, exceedingly battered, with evidence of the seal having been broken and replaced, and her heart leapt as she recognized the hand in which it was written. It was that of Captain Prakash Singh, the commander of the Honourable Mars Company airship Diana, and Arabella's long-absent fiancé. "My dearest Arabella," it began, and as she read, it were as though his voice, low and steady, tinged with the subtle accent of India, and always supremely confident, breathed in her ear. "I regret exceedingly that I must inform you that just as we were preparing to round Venus's Horn after a reasonably profitable call at Fort Wellington, Diana was intercepted by Resolution, a French aerial man-of-war of 16 guns, and were compelled by superior forces of arms to return to the planet's surface. The ship and all her cargo and fittings, regrettably including Ardim, have been impounded, and her officers and company are being held as prisoners of war. I am told that no exchange of prisoners is currently anticipated, and we may be required to remain here until the war's end, which I devoutly hope will not be long. My officers and I have given our parole as a matter of course, and are currently at liberty in the fortress town of Thuguguruk. The men are imprisoned in the ancient chateau above the town. I am doing what I can to make them as comfortable as possible. Although some of the other prisoners have sent for their wives, I must insist that you remain on Mars. Conditions here are far from pleasant. The local food is atrocious, and
To keep listening to this audiobook, I've left you a link in the description so you can do it, at no cost thanks to Audible's 30-day free trial.